Okay, let's look at this. All right, raise your hands if you love hummingbirds. All right, this is the Perky Pet Top Fill Crystal Design Hummingbird Feeder with the hook. All right, it's on a QVC price of $34. This is a company that has been doing it since 1959. They invented the hummingbird feeder since 1959. They do it so well. All right, this is a beautiful glass bottle feeder and hook with a gorgeous crystal design. Easy top fill with the most beautiful bright colors and all the birds that you're going to attract and also feed, which is so beautiful when we want to create that beautiful oasis in the backyard. All right, so we're going to bring in Sean Pickford, but let me go through the colors. This color right here, gorgeous, and it's glass. This one is the gorgeous red. I love that it has these, the intricate hooks. You got to come up here. Look at these hooks. Look at the crystal. There's so much detail on this. And there are the hummingbird feeders. Okay, this one we have is the fuchsia color, a little bit of a purple. We also have ocean blue, which is so pretty when you have like a coastal house. All right, and then we have seafoam green, and that one is the most limited. All right, we're going to bring in Sean Pickford, our home solution expert. I was going to say, and friend. Sean, nice to see you. It's been a while. Happy spring.
It's good to see you as well. Yeah, hopefully this weekend we're going to feel a little bit more like
I hope
spring.
so.
Yesterday was a little cold here in Pennsylvania.
I know,
but,
we're waiting.
We're waiting, but the hummingbirds aren't because they're on their way.
Yes.
So hopefully
is it hummingbird season? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of places where the climate's a little bit warmer, you've already started to see the hummingbirds. They're on their way to us within the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Wow.
They should be here. So perfect time to get your hummingbird feeder. Get it outside, put your nectar in there, and be ready for when they get there because, let's face it, they're flying a whole lot of miles, so they could really use some nourishment, and this is just a great way to do that.
Okay, so what do you need to do? You fill it, talk to me about how this works, and also give me a good recipe for that nectar.
Okay, so how it works is this is what's our top fill. So all you do is twist the top off. There's a little rubber seal on here. All right, so that it locks it into place. It's not like the ones where we first developed where you had to unscrew the bottom, you flipped it over, you put the nectar in, then you quick tried to flip it over without everything coming out of the little ports for the feeding stations. So that's how you use it. You hang it up. You can hang it, on the hook that's already on there, or you can use the hook that comes with it. There you're seeing her pour the nectar into the top.
Okay.
You can buy nectar at any of your favorite home stores if you want to do that. It doesn't necessarily have to be red in color. Or you can make your own, and by meaning make your own, it's 4 parts water, 1 part granulated sugar. Make sure you boil it on the stove. Just look it up on the internet. So it's really easy to do, and then you will start attracting the hummingbirds like you're seeing here. So put it out there. They're attracted to the bright red color hollyhock mimic flowers that we have on here. They have the perches so they can rest when they're feeding. So they really do a fine job of attracting the hummingbirds. I like to put these up nice and close. When I first got them, I put them all the way out in my yard. I knew I was getting hummingbirds because the nectar was going down, but I wasn't really seeing them because those guys are really small.
Yeah.
So now I hang them under my covered porch out back, and I can
bring
sit
it
on
close
the couch.
by. Yeah.
Right. And I can sit on the couch and watch them hover overhead or just out of reach. They are not intimidated by us as human beings as long as we're not moving around and we're sitting still. So they really are unique birds because they're one of the only birds that can fly sideways and backwards. So it's pretty cool to see that. And last year, which I thought was really neat, I had baby hummingbirds come to our feeders.
Aww.
So it was
baby
really
anything
neat to
is so
see.
cute. Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, there's something magical about hummingbirds, right? Doesn't it just kind of make you smile? Like as little children, like birds are nice, but there's something very, very special about hummingbirds, right? And this is going to be able to attract them.
Yeah, and the great thing is they're all different basically colors. So the male ones are the more dominant colored. Females are a little more reserved. So you will see them sometimes looks like they're jousting or fighting with another. Well, they are a little bit territorial. So if one finds the feeder, it may try and claim it as its own, but they will share.
This is a nice big glass, you know, there's plenty to share, right, Sean? And by the way, I just want to show the detail of this, Sean. This is also, you can, you know, you've got this beautiful hook. I want to kind of show you the hook with this beautiful crystal on both ends right here. But also, Sean, it's versatile because if you want to put it maybe like just on your beautiful, like, you know, outdoor table, there you go. It's also a stand.
You can do that. Right. That's the one cool thing about hummingbirds. So even if you put it on a table, they will come to it. So we gave you that hook to bring it down a little bit if you're hanging it up, like in my case, under that porch, because that porch roof is usually a little higher. So now it brings it down on more of an eye level. So those little perches will swivel out away from the base, so that we made them out of like a polypropylene. So they're not made out of metal. So that way when they land on it, their little feet don't burn, because if it was metal, it would be too hot, because a lot of times these are going to be in sunlight. We mimic the hollyhock flower because that's one of the most nutrient flowers out there. But we also have a really long stem on here, because what happens usually when you mix, you know, sugar and water? Well, you attract bees. We don't want this leaking out, and we don't want to attract the bees. So that way the hummingbirds would have to compete with the bees for the nectar. You don't have to worry about it in this case.
Oh, this is so good. But you know what makes it better? When the hummingbirds come to feed on this, you're also feeding those beautiful baby hummingbirds. And as Sean said, it's like the perfect time to get one, especially from a company that's been doing this since 1959, right, Sean? I mean, they really know what they're talking about. Also, it's also super easy to clean as well. And then look at this. It's everything that you need to just kind of hang that anywhere, and look at that. All right, so let's go through colors real quick. The red is very popular, by the way. This is the gorgeous red. We also have it in fuchsia, ocean blue, and the seafoam green. And I think that's the limited one. All right, it's on a QVC price of $34. Thank you so much, Sean. I can't wait to see those hummingbirds, especially the baby ones. And I'll see you in a